So this week we are on farm business for most of the week anyway. Well, I'm not, Mark is. I'm only here today. Today's Wednesday, it's auction day. We took some cattle in this morning and we had Bernie out to have a look. We only thought we got 3 or 4 that we were going to send in to the fat ring this week. Bernie come out and picked 8, which is brilliant for us because that's cleared another shed out. So mission today was basically get them across to the auction first thing this morning so that we were quite early in the day of selling, and then get back here, get everything mucked out, and then tomorrow Mark and Rebecca are going to have a bit of a sort out and move some cattle around, because now we've got a free shed. Everything else is getting toward its limit, so we want to move stuff around and give stuff more room. A couple of big things are happening this week though. Guess, see if you can guess whose big birthday it is this week. I'm going to give you a big clue right here. Another big thing of this week is, or last week even, last week I started to notice that Sam, the bull over in the back, started to get a little bit more about him. Now, only little things. That's not Sam. Only little things, just little bits like when we were giving a bit of corn at the feed fence, we've got 2 Herefords that are particularly bullish and they are just knocking anything else out the way to get to the feed, including Sam. Sam had back away from the feed fence and let the Herefords have a go. I put some corn in front of Sam the other day and he stood his ground and he pushed the Herefords back out the way, which is the first time I've seen him do that in probably 3 or 4 months. I also felt a little bit, for the first time, uncomfortable in the pen with him. I went in the pen, we got a cow with a poorly foot, so we got to get her behind a gate. I was trying to sort that out while Mark went to get the drugs, and for the first time he sort of stopped, he's come back from the fence and he stood his ground looking at me. He didn't do anything, but I did feel a little bit uncomfortable, and he's been sort of bellowing at Mark when Mark walks in and out. And then today, while we've been here cleaning out, we've seen him jump at least 2 that are bulling in there. So obviously, I don't know now, it sort of adds to our woes of what we're going to do with Sam the Bull, because it may just have been a case of the winter blues. Because there's a blue in there that he's been on today, and I would say it looks like it's been banged more times than Stevie Wonder's toes. So I'm really hopeful now that he's turned the corner. It was winter blues, he's feeling so much better about himself and he's just getting on the job. It's not lasting long, but Mark says that's normal. I'm not sure. But see how we get on. Okay, so at the auction we did pretty well actually today. So we had 2 blues go in today, we had 1 Angus and the rest were all limmies. The best limmy fetched $3.32 a kilo, so I'm pleased with that. The blue and the Angus, I think it was $2.72, was the lowest. So I'm pretty pleased with what we've got, because they were lighter as well. So the last ones we sent in last week were sort of 630 to 650 kilo. This week they were all averaging about 550. So I don't know, maybe that's the way forward. I suppose when they're fat, but at the end of the day, Bernie said that it may well be that the lighter stuff appeals to different markets as well. Like your butchers, they want something a little bit lighter, not so much weight carrying. So don't know, maybe that's the way forward, we'll see. This bunch at the minute now, we've got to split these up between the Herefords, the Angus and the Blues. They were split up over there, but they've knocked the fence down and mixed together while we've been cleaning their side out. Oh, did I mention it was someone's special birthday? Have you seen this guy? Anyway, all in all, a good day at the market. We're now cleaning that out. We're going to move them sucklers round now. We're going to clean the sucklers side out. I don't think we're going to get time to do much sorting of cattle today, so a lot is going to be on Mark and Rebecca tomorrow. So then now we haven't really got anything else to go into the fat ring for probably another 3, maybe 4 weeks. The next group we've got, there's 11 in that shed over there. They'll be the next ones ready. We've got 11 at the farm, which are probably about 3 or 4 weeks behind these ones. And then we seem to, looking at the dates and the ages, should I say, on our register, it looks like we've got a mountain coming through then, all of a similar time. So looks like we're going to have quite a busy sort of spring and run into summer. I was always hoping that we'd keep hold of everything from a store's point of view until spring, because generally they fetch more money, which I think we'll be able to now, because like I say, we're clearing sheds out of fat cattle. It looks like we're going to have enough feed, silage, straw and everything to get us through, so that's actually looking pretty good. Another thing on the farm this week, we've actually resubmitted the planning for the machinery store at the bottom of the yard, where I said all of that mucky mess that we were traipsing across the yard that we wanted to clean up. We've resubmitted the planning now for the machinery building. We've done the ecology bits that the council were asking for, so hopefully that will suffice. The biosecure unit as well, that has gone in separately, so hopefully if there is a problem with one of them, the other one at least will go through and we can make a start getting them bits done. I want to get them bits done before the next stage of what we're looking at doing, which is, again, still thinking of going around the calf rearing route. We've started to do a little bit more on the planning front with building layouts and location and where we want them and infrastructure on the farm. So really now I want to see how we get on with this application, and then we can move on to looking more at the bigger application for the calf rearing. So one other thing, or last thing on the farm this week, we had a cow that was with the suckler herd, and we thought it had got fouls. It had gone very lame on its foot, on its front right leg. So we weren't sure what it was. We thought it was fouls, so we had the vet out. Turns out it's not fouls. It looks like it's somehow managed to fracture its ankle joint, if you like, or somewhere around the ankle joint. The vet said the joint felt very hot. Now obviously, with a big cow like that, which is pregnant as well, it's too big really to treat and do anything with, but what we wanted to do was get it out of here from running and competing with everything else at the feed fence with the suckler herd. So we've removed that one out and we've put her down with the mum and baby calf that we've just penned up on their own, the ones that we've just calved about a month ago. So that'll take a little bit of pressure off and hopefully give her time to get back on her feet properly, rest, without being jumped all over and mauled by the rest of the herd. So that's it this week on the farm. We'll be back in a couple of weeks' time, I think, because part of the reason we're mucking these sheds out now is, weather permitting, we want the muck to start putting out on the grass to get the grass growing as the weather comes with us. So if you like what you've seen, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and we will leave you with a massive on the farm montage of loads going on. We've been to the auction, we've took some fat cattle in, we've weighed them, we've had a good price per kilo. I'm well happy. We've done some cleaning out, and now we're bedding up. We're going to move the cattle back in, montage, and we're going to finish with a little pause and then a second special montage to Mark. Happy birthday, Mark. It's his 40th, so it's a big one this time. You are now officially the oldest farmer I know. Boom.
Yeah, I could imagine that.